All right, it's time to feed the animals on this frosty morning. Look at this frost in the tree. Ooh, it's pretty. Look at all that frost out there. 22 degrees this morning. But man, it feels good. There's no wind, so it's just, I hear ya. Pigs are running out to their food. Look at them, their food. They're running over there ready for food. Thank you. All the animals coming out to greet me in the morning. That's just an awesome feeling. Oh, yeah. It's so cool. These animals, how they bulk up and fur up and put a big thick layer of down on and stuff just to get ready for winter. Nature's awesome. So let's feed these animals. Well, as you can tell by the sounds, I'm walking out to feed the gilts here. And Lavender's always super vocal. And Clover's like, I just want food. Oink, oink. Hey girl, how are you today? Huh? Hey, how are you today, huh? Yeah, yeah, you're a big old girl. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Hey youngin', what you doing, huh? Well, let's see if we can get you. So, sometimes our water bowl, I just filled it last night, and it sort of froze over. So I get a T-post stick here and try to break it up, because there's a layer of ice on top here. Let me get that done. Alright, let's see if I can get this food in here without them putting their big heads in the way. So I try to get them over to one side. Hey, hey, come on over here. Come on over here. Maybe put a little bit in, just let them look at it. And I go over here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Can I come back over? Oh yeah. Gets them every time, man. Come on over. There you go. All right. Thank you. He loves to rub on me. Not yet, not yet. Okay, what are you doing if you choose to not wear a parachute and you leap from a plane that's in the air? I will give you the answer to that in just a moment. All right, I'm walking around in the buck pen now and just reliving some memories here, because those of you that didn't see last week's entry. My big, black, awesome buck, Kubo, died unexpectedly and suddenly. He was the bomb. I really loved him and miss him. I'm just reliving some moments with him. But that made for a little bit of a change around the farm. One of them being these two are together now. That is father and son. Luke, who my daughter insists, because we're keeping him, that we call him Luco, so I guess Luco it is. Luco and his dad Ringo. Goats don't like to be alone. You know, they're herd animals. They like to have at least one other. So it was actually turned out to be perfect that we had a wether on the farm that we could move over to Ringo. So now they are together. They keep each other company. But when we first put Luco in here, Ringo didn't know how to differentiate between a doe and a buck and a wether and all this stuff, and he was just bucking all over him. Would not leave him alone, was just constant. And Luco's like, why did you put me in here with this maniac? Hey buddy, come here. You're a good old goat. Hey, where are you going? We're gonna see how that goes, having them together, but they seem to be getting along real well now. There's really nothing much else we could do at this point. So, the only remnant of Kubo that we may have is Meadow is potentially pregnant with him. So, can't wait till the spring to see if that's the case, because I would love to have a little Kubo. Hey buddy, you follow me around, huh? What do you think about it over here, huh? That feel good? Yeah. Yeah, good old goat. He has a good personality. I like him. You're funny. You're funny. Yeah, you're funny. You're funny. Yes, you are. You're funny. Yes, you are. You're funny. All right, Bob. Doing all right out here? I hope so. I hope so. I came out here the other day into the buck pen, and I noticed around this tree it's surrounded with hardware cloth so they can't strip the bark, but it looks bare. I mean, you can see it looks bare and worn and all the way up and down. I'm like, well, they can't get through that. What's going on? Well, I saw the other day that Ringo was just standing there butting his head against the tree. It wasn't very hard, but it was constant. Boom, boom, boom. Through that hardware cloth, and the hardware cloth was wearing that down. I don't think it's enough to hurt the tree. I mean, we'll see, but it's the strangest thing. Isn't that right, Luco? Anyway, goats, they are persistent, they are stubborn, but they're fun. Okay, it's time to give the birds a treat. You think they'll appreciate it? I do. Here we go. Some little scratch there. You guys ready? They want it real bad. Here we go. Let me get up here. And... oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. Good stuff, huh? So the next order of business around here is to hook up Big Mama here, and maybe even this youngin', with PawPaw. And from what I've read, and from what people have said, it doesn't matter if you bring the boar to the gilt or the gilt to the boar. So there's really no advantage either way. So I'm considering leaving Clover here because she's just so big and it's just so cumbersome. I don't know. Leaving her here, bringing PawPaw over here. I don't know exactly how to tell when a pig's in heat. I know people have written about it, but it's just so subtle. So I'm going to probably leave him in here about a month just to make sure something takes. But I will move Lavender over with Buckeye, because Buckeye is a barrow and there won't be any fighting business going on over there. Now they will fight for a minute. It's super frustrating. Anyway, that's probably next weekend I'm gonna move them and see how that goes, because a pig's gestation is about 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days. So pretty much close to 4 months, and that will be at the end of April, early May, and that's pretty much when I wanted to have a litter of piglets. KuneKunes are super affectionate. They just want to be loved on. But this Big Mama here, oh my gosh, probably weighs more than me, man. And if she wanted to take me, she probably could. And then when the boars get big, like PawPaw's getting big, but he's super friendly, super affectionate. But they get tusks. And if you're not careful, you know, they could at minimum accidentally cut you with them. But if it got down to brass tacks and they wanted to use them, they could do some definite harm. So you got to be careful. Got to be aware how the animals are acting. You know, if they're getting that aggressive posture or whatever, you got to look out. But these girls, they're doing fine. Come on over, I'll pet you too. She wants some petting, and then the cat wants in on it. Hey, hey, yeah. Good girl, yeah. Yeah. Pigs. Never knew they could be such loving animals, or wanting attention and affectionate. Huh? They'll just come right up to me and just rub on me as hard as they can, man. Saying, give me some loving. All right. So the answer is, you are obviously jumping to a conclusion. Yeah, it's a pretty conclusive ending, that one is. Hey, do you all know what a hassock is? When I was growing up, my mom and dad would always call this thing in our living room a hassock, so I thought that's what everybody called it. So when I was older, going to friends' houses and stuff, I'd say something about a hassock, and they go, what in the world is a hassock? I'm like, what do you mean what's a hassock? And I pointed at that, and I said, that's a hassock. And they said, no, that's a footstool. I said, a footstool? And other people say, no, that's an ottoman. I'm like, it's a hassock. That's what I've known all my life, so I don't know what you're talking about. But I just wondered if anybody else ever called it a hassock, because I seem to be in the minority here. The things you learn when you grow up. Hey, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to continue being a part of all the adventures and stories that happen on Rubber Soul Farm. I hope we can spend more time together on the farm. But until then, enjoy your animals and take care of yourselves.